Are you experiencing dryness on your hair? Is it hard to comb your relaxed hair? Do you feel like your hair is like dull and lacks shine? Is it difficult to style your hair? Do you feel like you're experiencing some sort of breakage on your hair? If your answer to any of these questions has been yes, like if you fall under any of these categories, then I hate to break it to you, you have an over-processed relaxed hair. But do not worry, that's why I'm here for you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing actionable tips that will help you recover from an overly processed hair. First things first, I feel like I have to explain what an overly processed hair means for those that are curious or for those that are not familiar with that word. So if you have relaxed hair and you are applying relaxer too often, or whenever you apply relaxer, you leave it on for too long, there are high chances that your hair is overly processed. If at any point in your relaxed hair journey you've applied any form of color treatment on your hair, like say like you tinted your hair, you kind of like applied bleach or something. I don't know what you guys use to color your hair. If you've done that before, there are high chances that your hair is overly processed because basically all those chemicals they weaken your hair strands. If you tend to style your hair very often with things like flat iron, coily iron, hair straighteners, or even blow dry your hair, if you tend to blow dry your hair very often, my dear, your hair is overly processed because all those heat tools it also contributes to the weakness of your hair. Finally, manipulation can also cause breakage and split ends. So basically all those excessive brushing of your hair, combing of your hair, yeah, that also contributes to an overly processed hair. So now, having listed all these things, I believe you already know if your hair is overly processed or not. Now, these are the things you can do right now to help you recover from this overly processed state of your hair. The first thing you want to do is to stop applying relaxer on your hair for a while. Yeah. If you don't know, frequently relaxing your hair is the major cause of this overly processed state of your hair. Cut down on how often you relax your hair. If you used to relax your hair every 3 months before, why don't you consider relaxing your hair? Say like every 4 months or every 5 months. Stretching out your relaxers is good because it gives your hair time to just like recover from every chemical and every form of damage. So next thing you want to do is to protect your hair with low manipulation styles. It's not every time you be getting your braids done. In fact, it's not even every time you be making your hair. Sometimes let your hair be out. Pack your hair in a bun. One major thing that causes that breakage you experience is all these styles that are usually tight. You make your hair to be so tight. These hairstyles are supposed to be protective hairstyles, but it is not protecting anything. Rather, it's causing you breakage, it's causing you damage. You might want to take a step back. If actually you're going to make any protective hairstyle, let it be loose, let it be big. Make sure you're not making styles that are inflicting pain on you. If you're feeling pain, that's a sign. Just opt for styles like this that are basically just going to be low maintenance, low manipulation. Yeah. The trick is to do something that will make you and help you leave your hair alone. Just let the hair be. Next thing you want to do is to deep condition your hair weekly with protein based treatments. Basically, we don't want to do too much to our hair, but then again, we do not want to just abandon our hair like that. So, to avoid that dryness and to curb that breakage you're experiencing, you have to deep condition your hair every week. Say, like at least once a week. And one thing you should notice is that you should balance protein and moisture. You might be wondering what are these things that this girl is saying. So basically, protein helps to build the strength of your hair. So if your hair is overprocessed, I want to believe that there's no strength. Your hair is basically so weak, damaged, as if it's falling out. So what the protein does is to strengthen your hair, give your hair life again, give your hair volume. What moisture does is to keep your hair hydrated. Too much of one is not good. Too much of protein makes your hair very, very strong, very hard, very brittle. Too much of moisture makes your hair too weak. Imagine pouring water on your hair. Your hair will be very weak. So you want to keep that balance. Take note of that. There are different products that are basically deep conditioners that you can use every week. I can put some on the screen for you to know which one you want to get. Also, if you want to see a detailed video on how I deep condition my hair, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to make that video. Now, I want you to make sure you are getting your trims regularly. If you're not the type to trim your hair, I want you to start applying it, add it to your routine. One thing you need to know is that if you want your hair to grow, if you want to repair a damaged hair, you must be ready to put in the work. So these are not even tasking things to do. Getting your hair trimmed should be like every 2 months or every 3 months. If you cannot do it by yourself, go to a professional. But you have to be very consistent at it to prevent further breakage. Trimming your hair helps to get rid of those split ends. If you do not know what split ends are, I'm going to put a picture on the screen. Basically, when your hair looks like this, just know that when you try to comb that hair, you're going to be seeing so much fallout, so much shedding. So we don't want that. To keep those ends very healthy, you need to be getting your hair trimmed regularly. Now, you need to limit the amount of heat you apply on your hair. I already mentioned that frequently using all these coiling iron, flat irons, blow dryer, that is what makes your hair very weak and look very fried off. So I need you to limit the amount of heat you are applying on your hair. And how you can apply this is, for example, on the day you wash your hair, instead of getting your blow dryer to dry that hair, why not just air dry it? Yeah, let's just be air dry it. It will take more time, but at least you are preserving the health of your hair. And then for curling iron, flat irons, hair straighteners, what you can do is get a heat protectant. I want you to tell me in the comments, have you ever used a heat protectant before? Even when you go to the salons, when they straighten out your hair, do they use heat protectants? And now you're wondering why your hair is overly processed. So just get a heat protectant. If you don't know which heat protectant to use, I can recommend some for you. I also linked some heat protectants in my Amazon storefront, so check for the link in my description. Now, last but not the least, I need you to moisturize your hair every day. Every day. Remember, you're trying to revive your hair and fix an overly processed hair. So you must be ready to put in the work. And part of that work means moisturizing your hair every day. You can use a lightweight oil. You can use a leave-in conditioner. Just make sure that every single day you're spraying oil on your hair, applying oil on your hair, leave-in conditioner. You can use Mega Growth leave-in conditioner. I feel like everybody can afford that. You can use coconut oil. Me, I use coconut oil. I have cornrows under this my wig. But what I do every day and every other day is apply that moisturizer on my hair and basically get spray bottle, put water inside, put my coconut oil inside. It's already mixed like that. I will just be spraying it on my hair. If you want to see a detailed video on that, I can make a YouTube short on that. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that, then I'll make that. If you're not interested in that, I will day my day. So if you follow these tips, if you follow these steps and you are consistent at it, trust me, there's really no way you're not going to see a big difference. If you have any questions or you have any videos you want me to make on any of these points, please don't hesitate to tell me in the comments. If you have other helpful tips for an overly processed hair, you can share it in the comments. Another person might need it, another person might find it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, leave me comments on any video you want to see from me next. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in this video, because in this video I shared everything you need to know before you relax your hair. So if you're a natural hair girl, if you know anyone considering getting their hair relaxed, then click on this video right here. Yeah, that being said, I'll see you in this video. See you.